Hello, Infinity Kingdom. This is Magic Mage from my new server, 243, here to report on our recent event that's coming to a close relatively soon in the next couple of minutes. We have one day where I'm anticipating we will be able to redeem any of our rewards. But I want to talk about particularly just some things that I discovered, some surprises, some things that I was expecting, and some things that I found challenging. So, one of the things I was extremely happy about was around day 11, I was able to easily complete all of my chronicles for the third anniversary to unlock this last treasure box here, where I was able to obtain lucky dice and stardust. And having obtained those, I was able to complete my long lived friendship journey and complete these chronicles. I did utilize the store that was provided with this event, as I did find that store had some amazing rewards regarding the Dragon Essence, the VIP benefits, and even the gems that were supplied with that. So I did utilize that. I never actually purchased the $50 bundle. That one did not seem like it was advantageous for me as much as the $5 bundle and the $10 bundle. I did occasionally pick up the $19 bundle, as I did on this day, just to take and make sure I was able to complete that chronicle for my new Chaos Immortal Fufei. So through that time frame, I was able to purchase a couple of those bundles. I was able to increase my gems. And what was really wonderful about that was I am at this point at the very end of my Stellar Compass. And with that event, we do have our spending rewards event. And when you go into your spending rewards event, as you spend your gems and spend purchases on bundles, you wind up taking and getting dice that we can use for our wonderful journey board. This gets us some more crystal balls to use in our Stellar Compass, which in turn allows us to unlock some artifacts. At this point in the game, we get to actually unlock some exclusive artifacts, which is exciting. And just remember to, before you start playing, especially even with your free horoscope crystal balls, that you are unlocking the artifacts that are for your main march and your main immortals, that you don't have exclusive artifacts all the way leveled up and developed, just so you're really getting the best out of this event. And you do that by hitting this free reward cycle piece. Once you get to your desired artifact grouping, it stays for the entire event. So that's also helpful. You may have to use gems depending upon your immortals. They do appear in the order of how you retrieve your dragons. So it starts with your water, and then your lightning, I believe, is the fourth one in there. And then I believe your wind immortals will follow the lightning, because I never see the wind immortals come up because I stop at lightning. So that is actually beneficial. But one thing I really found interesting is typically in events when I'm doing these chronicles, for the packages to open up, I'm trying to see if I can find them. Items. Yes, these third anniversary chest here to open these up. I actually typically defeat gnomes, and I would take and send my troops to farm out gnomes, and I save up a bit of AAP or action points to do so. However, in this event, I discovered something really interesting. When I would send my troops out to farm, let's say about 30 or 40 gnomes, it would come back and I get maybe 3 or 4 of these boxes. But if I went into my actual landscape here and decided to farm some nodes that were almost complete, and I don't know if I have any that are really near me that are almost there, but I would look for the ones that were remaining close to like 3,000 or less. Some of them I would even be able to find 900, and it would be done in reserves. And those ones, every time my farm march came back, I received a rewards box. So by clearing up some of those, what I refer to as dead nodes that no one really wants to farm because there's nothing in them, I was actually able to obtain quite a few of these boxes to retrieve coins. And why that's important is really because when you go to retrieve the rewards with in the game, you'll notice I was able to obtain my 2 light and shadow chest, one of the wind chest, and then I was able to obtain another 15 exclusive artifacts on top of those rewards just by pretty much farming and farming those dead nodes. So that's one thing I was surprised about and realized was a really beneficial trick that I hadn't heard or seen anyone do. And I just kind of stumbled into it early on in this game. So I wanted to make sure that was shared with you. The other thing is the fireworks party. I was able to complete this. I completed this probably also right around day 10 or 11. And I did purchase that $19.99 alternative package to get the extra dice and my castle skin. I didn't purchase from the rewards here this castle skin here, primarily because this castle skin does the same thing as that $19.99 castle skin did, except for this was 2%, and if I went to my fireworks party, this one's just giving my wounded healing speed 3%. So I went with this castle skin and avoided purchasing the other one because I felt those artifacts would help enhance my marches a lot quicker and a lot more beneficial for me overall. So that's the reason why I didn't purchase the castle skin in that first piece, but I do appreciate that it's given, and it's given more than just like a 7-day or a week time frame. You actually get this as a permanent castle decoration. So if I was choosing the free to play option where I was getting just gems and playing along the lines of that fireworks party to just unlock the what I could with that free to play aspect, I would have the opportunity to still have the seriously wounded troop speed up castle skin through this option. So I did really appreciate that that option was provided, especially for those individuals that aren't paying even for some of my alternative accounts that I don't invest as much into, so I could still develop those accounts as well. So that's one thing I really found I was appreciative, and why I didn't purchase it on this account but did on my other account. The last thing I really found beneficial when I was going through this was I realized halfway through that while I was able to collect a lot of fireworks, my fireworks Sweetness Guardian Chronicles, I never made it to the end, and I probably could have, but I made the decision about 3 or 4 days ago that I wasn't going to invest any more gems into this Chronicle series. I also wasn't going to do as many of those refreshes that would have required me to get to this last chronicle, primarily because I was able to complete the Long Live Friendship chronicle. And so the only thing I would really be getting that would be advantageous at this point would be that 30 Stardust. And I do know I can obtain that in other ways in the game. Maybe not as many as quickly, but it didn't seem as economical for me to speed up those gem chronicles. But I would need to make sure what I would be doing is refreshing these missions here until I would get the attack pursuit ones. I would attack the snowman. That snowman would be giving me the most coins for the most part, as long as those fireworks are this would give me 3 stars, so that would increase my 3 stars here. Each mission would give me 1 coin for 1 star. This would give me 2, and this is taking 3 hours to get these 2 coins. So like I said, you would really need to refresh this here each time to get those chronicle pieces with regards to the snowmen to unlock that last box. So that was one thing that I decided not to do, as I didn't find spending gems in this was as beneficial as it was for me to spend the gems I acquired through some of those 3rd anniversary event purchases on my VIP, because increasing this to level 14 really will help my crit rate value, my dodge rate value, my resilience, and my accuracy, as well as my overall immortal attack. It will give me an increase in my action points and my SP points, which would allow me to unlock more of my immortals boost levels with these points here, which is that small recovery piece. So for me, that level 13 was much more valuable than the 30 level Stardust. While I do know that getting Stardust is not always effectively quick at 30 at one chance. I hope that some of these help, and thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again soon in my next video.